moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. And off we go from Denver. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up the 3rd down.
Carr going to throw. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. Let's see, maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. That's to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down, Chicago.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat at every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. To throw his Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. This is caught. Touchdown, Bears!
Travis Etienne.
His 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Watson on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
McManus's point after is good.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd
7-7, our score after one. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now Carr. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Running out of the gun with ETN. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing his Carr on third down. He'll get this off to ETN. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to the ground with ETN. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second and 9. Carr. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On play action, it's Carr. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. This is the tight end fan. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot, and it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Carr. Looking sideline, incomplete.
You know, you're following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under. CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 38. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From the 17, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Watson. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson.
Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To the air yet again, Watson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Could you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
A give to Etienne running right.
Runs through the contact. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Santos' kick is up and through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Watson on third down. Flush to his right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. On fourth down, Watson. And he's taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to fourth down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Watch the safety creep. Alert.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown, Broncos. Noah Fant, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On play action, now Carr. They'll roll him out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Carr. Man open is Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. To throw, it's Carr.
Well, that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A quick throw out wide to Mooney.
Touchdown!
Jarnell Mooney.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now Watson. This will be caught. Judy. Touchdown, Broncos. Jerry Judy with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And that's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
Touchdown Bears!
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Watson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And Watson's going to throw it here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, Watson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. He's got it at the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Carr now on first down.
They'll get this off to ETN.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to Robinson. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Chicago.
Carr now on first down.
That's complete to Mooney.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that one will drop incomplete. 4 seconds remaining now in this half. Likely time for just one final play. One final try now for Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos,
they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
Benefactor's been a factor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor.